here from Plans Meet Paper, and today I wanted to come on and film a plan with me, just a daily plan with me, here in my 2023 digital planner. So for those of you who have been around on my channel for a while, you know that I've always been a paper planner. Have used Filofax and printing out templates and putting them in my Filofax for years and years. And I sell my templates on Etsy. And so this is something that is new for me in the last 6 months or so, is trying out this digital planning. And I've been using it consistently for about 4 months, and I decided to try and use it for the whole year of 2023. So I've really been enjoying it so far. What I really like about using this method of digital planning, which is the GoodNotes app on an iPad with a stylus, is that I'm essentially planning the exact same way that I always have when I was planning paper and pencil, but it's just using a stylus and an iPad instead. But the actual method and technique and thought process is exactly the same, so it still totally meshes with my brain and kind of how I think. And that's something that I've struggled with because I've tried digital planning many times before and have never been able to make it stick for me, because when I'm typing things into like a Google Calendar format or any kind of to-do list app, it just doesn't stick in my brain. I don't know why that is, but it just doesn't stick with how my brain works. I really need to physically write something down with a pen, or in this case, a stylus. And also, I'm very picky about how the page looks because I'm so used to kind of having a lot of white space and having plenty of space to jot down different to-do lists and make my own categories and things, that any sort of app or desktop version that I've tried of a digital planner has not worked for me, because it's just I can't customize it exactly to how my brain works, which is totally understandable. But I've just never been able to make digital planning work for me. And in this GoodNotes setting, I can, because you can use literally anything that you could do on paper and pencil, you can do digitally. It's just templates that you add in, PDF templates. So I am using all of the same templates that I have always used in my Filofaxes. I've just added them here on my iPad. These are half-letter templates, and I've just added them in. They work really good for my iPad screen size. I can easily zoom in to write more neatly or zoom out to see the whole week at once. And I can plan exactly how I always have, but not use the paper, and save myself a little bit of time and effort with printing and cutting and, just dealing with physical paper. So that is why I wanted to give this a try. And like I said, I've really been enjoying it so far. And I just wanted to show you guys how even though this is digital planning, it's essentially the same thing that I've always done. So if you've seen any of my Plan With Me videos before, it's going to look really familiar to you. Or if you want to go back and check them out to see how it compares to this digital style of planning, you're welcome to do that as well. They're in my channel under planning. So there we go. I'll go ahead and get started. Right now we are in January 2023, and this is my weekly page. And you can see I'm doing a week on one page on the left-hand side, and then I've got my to-do list for the week on the right-hand side, and my dinner plans here at the bottom. And these tasks over here are my day-specific tasks and appointments. And then over here on the right-hand side, these are things that can get done anytime throughout the week. And I also use for my week, I use this template right here. That's another thing I like on this app I'll just mention, is you can have little bookmarks for your favorite pages, and you can easily move those like bookmark something and then take it off or add more bookmarks or whatever. So these are kind of like your little page dividers at the top of a physical planner or a page marker. So this is my weekly, these are all the pages that I would have with a bookmark in them if I was using a Filofax planner. So this is my weekly to-do list page. These are all the things I try to get done once a week. I have them generally broken up into weekend or like Sunday tasks, Monday tasks, Tuesday tasks, Wednesday or Thursday, Thursday or Friday, and then Saturday. But of course that's flexible. That's just kind of how I have them written out in that order. And then these are my monthly to-do list items over here on the other side. So these are the pages that I use when I'm planning my day. I usually go ahead and open up my weekly page and I split my iPad screen so that I can see that weekly page over here on the left-hand side right here. And then on the right-hand side, I'm going to pull up my daily planning page. So for my daily planning page, I use this another habit tracker. So this habit tracker has all the things that I try to get done every day if I can. And these are generally tasks I don't forget to do, like things like getting ready in the morning. I'm not going to forget to do that, but it's nice to be able to check it off when it's done. And then I also include a lot of things that are more like goals, daily goals for myself. Like I really want to make it a priority to read Bible stories to my kids every day and spend individual time with them every day, or get outside every day, things like that. But sometimes those type of tasks slip through the cracks unless you prioritize them and keep them in the front of your mind every day. So that's why I like to have them here in this habit tracker format. So I've got my habit tracker there. I'm going to plan tomorrow, which is the 16th. That's a Monday. And I will have that page right next to my plan for Monday. Here on the other side, that's where I'm going to write out my to-do list for the day. So it's just a blank dot grid page. That's always what I start with. And I just write the day of the week at the top, Monday, and the date, which is the 16th of January, 2023. I'm going to go ahead and just use my highlighter to mark off, and I actually need to switch that to the color that I'm currently using. So I'll just go ahead and mark off the day as the title for the page. And then I'm going to go in and write in all of the day-specific tasks and events from my weekly planner first. So some of these are tasks. Some of them are just kind of like things to note, like tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is good to know because that means that my husband is off work. So I'll just jot that down. And then I'll go ahead and write in all the other things right underneath that are day specific for me. So jot those down. You can see I'm using a little bit of a notation system here. The dash is usually what I use to write just a note. The circle, the open circle, is how I mark an appointment or a time-specific event. And then the dot is more of a to-do list item. So that's just something I've been doing for a while just to help me break up my daily plan. So I've gone ahead and done that. The next thing that I'll usually do when I'm planning out my day is go back to that weekly habit page and write down whatever weekly habits, weekly tasks I want to try to complete tomorrow. So on Mondays, I always try to get done my weekly home blessing for the Fly Lady cleaning system. I've been using that for years and years, keeps me on track. I really like it. And on Mondays, she has something called the weekly home blessing, which is basically just your weekly cleaning. So I'm just going to write down the tasks for that. Of course, like I said, I've been doing it for years. I don't need to write down the tasks to know what they are or remember them. But I often get them done very sporadically throughout the day whenever time allows with my preschooler and my toddler underfoot. And so it's nice to have them written down so that even if I just get one thing done in the morning, like, okay, all I did was shine up the mirrors and the windows in the morning, I can go ahead and check that one thing off. And then later on, whenever I have 10 minutes, I can easily remember which ones I've gotten done so far, which ones I haven't. And I'm not spending time like trying to remember where I was at in my cleaning tasks for the day. I've got it written down. I can check things off whenever I happen to get them done. So that's why I like to go ahead and actually list them out so that I can just be ready to go whenever I have a minute to get a task done throughout the day. That's it that I'm going to get done for my weekly tasks tomorrow. That usually takes up quite a bit of my free time, so to say, on Mondays. So I'm not going to plan anything else from that list. The next place that I will look when I'm planning my day is over here on the to-do list for the week. So I'm going to look at that to-do list for my weekly view here and see if there's anything that I think I could get done in addition to my weekly cleaning for tomorrow. I am going to try to get our dishwasher cleaned as well. That's just running the dishwasher an additional time with a like vinegar baking soda situation going on inside it and no dishes. So it just takes a little bit of planning because I don't want to put dishes in it before I do that. But it's something I want to get done. So I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow as well. And then I'll also take a look. I don't think I'm going to plan on any other tasks tomorrow because I just don't think I'll have time. But I am going to look down here at the bottom at my dinner plans for the week and make sure that I figure out what I can make for dinner, jot that down so that if I need to pull anything out of the freezer or do some prep work ahead of time, I make sure I'm on top of that. So for tomorrow, we did already have the shrimp Alfredo, so I should check that off. For tomorrow, I think maybe we'll do the grilled chicken wraps. So I need to thaw the chicken and marinate it ahead of time so that it can get grilled. Oops. That's the other nice thing about digital planning is that you can erase and it comes totally clean, unlike any other sort of writing utensil that you might have to use, like whiteout or friction pens erase really well, but this still isn't, totally clean when you erase. So it's kind of nice for the perfectionist in me. But I go ahead and write down dinner plans. And then the only other thing that I'll do sometimes is I'll glance over here at my daily routines list. And this is another place I like to look that just kind of helps jog my memory on anything else I might need to actually add to my plan for the day. So if there's like a specific type of laundry that isn't, just the regular clothes laundry that I want to get done, like if I want to wash my dog's blankets and towels and stuff, I would write that down, for instance. I just did that, so I'm not going to do that tomorrow, but just giving you an idea of what I mean. Like detail cleaning is something I try to do every day, and I've been really on top of that lately, trying to prepare for the birth of my third child. But so I've already my only plan for tomorrow is to get the dishwasher done in addition to just the regular cleaning. But normally I would pull something off of my zone cleaning tasks list for that. Let's see, dinner prep I've already added in. So yeah, that looks like, as far as prepping for the next day, prepping for Tuesday, I'll go ahead and jot down that I need to make sure I've got my son's school library book laid out because he's going to be getting a new one the next day. So I don't want to forget that. All right, so that is my plan for Monday. That's all I do when I'm planning out my day, is go ahead and jot down those tasks. Down here at the bottom of the page, I will do my devotional for the day. So I'll just show you what that looks like. This is what I'm talking about right here. I usually just in the morning each day just write down what Bible verse I'm reading and then the prayers for the day. And I like to have that here on my daily page at the bottom so that I can see it throughout the day and it kind of keeps it in the forefront of my brain. But I usually do wait and do that on the day of. So I'm not going to do anything for that right now, just planning ahead for tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed seeing a little look into how digital planning looks for me on a daily basis. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. I love chatting with you guys down there, and I will look forward to filming more videos for you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.